Hey, what's up YouTube? This is We All Juggle Knives with another knife review. This is a slip joint. Yes, slip joint madness. They call this the Spyderco, right? Or the Spide Dick. But it actually is Denmark Spyderco DK. I would call it the Dick. You'd probably sell a lot because people need a lot of... Alright, that's enough of that. I'm trying to be more advertiser friendly. Is it working? All right, here's the comparison with the Spyderco DK, and their DK is a little shorter than their Delica, but a little longer than the Dragonfly you see there, which is the shortest one. That's my Nasidian Dragonfly. So it's basically an easy to carry compact knife. The blade length is, according to Spyderco, it's exactly 2.69 inches. Okay, we got the DK, we got the 6.9. There it is with this another Spyderco Delica, one of my favorites. Okay, the opening and closing of this slip joint monster here. It has a blade stop like at 90 degrees, and then it closes on its own with a push. Right, now that opening hole, well, it's not an opening hole. It's an ornamental hole because this knife is meant to conform to the laws of Denmark, which apparently they don't like locking blades or one-handed opening blades or blades that are too long, and soon it'll be blades that can cut things. But for now, you can still cut something in Denmark, and so there you see how it works with the back spring. There is resistance. I mean, it's not going to flop around or flip out. All right, so there you see it more in hand. Now, note my thumbnail. That's actually blood under my nail. It's not dirt. If it was dirt, I would have cleaned it. I was putting stuff on and off my keychain, little lights and things, and I managed to jam the end of my key ring directly under my fingernails. But anyway, here's the knife. Look at the blade, full flat ground, extremely pointed. Is it allowed to be that pointed in Denmark? I don't know. I like Denmark as far as the people, or at least, well, Mikkel Williamson is from Denmark. He's a famous knife maker. I also used to subscribe to this girl who was from Denmark who was quite attractive. But like all attractive girls on YouTube, she eventually closed her account because people were rude. I wasn't rude. I was very nice. But anyway, this knife is pretty cool because, well, in America, this knife is around $50. There's also an orange handle model that's less than $50. I think I saw it for $42. I usually like the orange handles, but it didn't appear to be as bright as orange as you would want, like blaze orange. So I went with the black handle model. That is FRN, by the way, so it's extremely light. I don't know the exact weight. Some guy basically demanded that I weigh all my knives on a drug dealer scale, or I don't know, I guess he wouldn't watch the video, so I guess he's not watching. It was sharp, very sharp. There it is, slicing through paper. Yeah, Spyderco, I mean, I think we know by now Spyderco makes good sharp edges. They've kind of got the hang of that. Although this was actually made in Italy. So you could really think of this as kind of like a Lion Steel. I don't know if Lion Steel themselves actually made it for Spyderco or what, but Maniago, Italy, I know Spyderco has done collaborations with them, so I think of it as an honorary Lion Steel, which is a very good thing. Those are very costly knives in the US. And another reason why this is a very good deal, at least in the United States, is because of the steel. N690CO. Oh, by the way, there's the pocket clip. It is 2-position, in case I didn't mention that. But the steel, N690CO, a steel they get from Austria, common in Italian knives. There's a nice little flyby. But that's a very high quality steel. It's a fairly costly steel, or at least the knives you'll get in that tend to be costly. So I was thinking, $50 for a slip joint of that steel imported all the way from Italy. It's a good deal, at least in the States it is. Especially if you were to compare it to some other slip joints that are good quality, like case knife slip joints. I mean, some of those are above $100. So yeah, I thought it was a good deal. And because it conforms to the laws of Denmark, it actually conforms to a lot of other countries' laws like the UK, as well as different areas, different cities in America. New York City has some equally absurd laws, and I'm pretty sure it conforms to those as well. So it's basically legal in most places. So that's a benefit if you need like a people-friendly and legal-friendly knife. And it's just a handy little knife as a backup. You know, if you carry more than one knife, you'd probably carry something small like this as a handy little knife, and then, you know, your big cold steel knife of death on your other side for those special warm social occasions. So yeah, I do recommend the knife in its category. You see it's slightly bent there. That's what happens if you try to stab it into something with force. Of course, I did it really carefully, but it did, it did come disjointed a little bit. Oh, it straightened itself out magically. The magic of editing. So yeah, don't stab it into a tree, or just be super careful if you have to. All right, but final thoughts. Well, it's a great steel. It's super lightweight. It's easy to carry. It comes very sharp, all around good fit and finish. You would usually expect it to be more expensive as an Italian knife, an Italian import. Although I'm sure in other countries it's probably some crazy amount of money, but at least in the US, I can recommend it in the US. It's available on Amazon, by the way, so I'll include that link. But yeah, altogether, a great slip joint. I wish they didn't have to only have slip joints there. But still, if you're in the market for an easy-to-carry slip joint, it's good. This has been We All Juggle Knives.